like when I was younger, I used to go by like a name, Profound, and then I decided, I want to take my music in a different direction. So I changed it to something that I felt like was just more, kind of me. So I was like, man, what fits my personality? Relax, Laxx. So I just said, I'll just cut it short, Laxx. And the P is like stands for my last name, Pettigrew. Really, I wanted to start making music after. I think it was like Outkast, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. When I heard that album, I was really inspired to like just go full force with it, because I was always like since elementary like just writing songs and like so I can't really tell you where it actually came from, but I think it just comes from like good music like being around me. Like my dad always played like SOS, Loose Ends, Outkast, of course, Dwelle, D'Angelo, so a lot of soulful music like I was just like being engulfed by like when I was younger. So I don't know, it just grew with me. I don't know. Yeah, definitely. When I was younger, I used to listen to a lot of like 90s hip hop, like Bone Thugs. Yeah, like I said, Outkast, of course, pop. I was listening to a lot of 90s music back then. And as opposed to now, I just listen to more like experimental music, And I think that started with Kid Cudi. He was like my transition to like more experimental music. And then like right now, I'm really listening to like a lot of Little Dragon, Hiatus Coyote, she's fine. Yeah. Southern rap, Big Crit, of course, Kendrick, all the really up and comers that like are prominent in our generation, like Cole, and it's really like where I draw my influences from now. My homies mainly. Definitely like my family, for real. Like I see like my mom is an entrepreneur, she owns her own business. My dad is like really, his story is like almost built from the ground up, So I'm inspired by that, like with my parents, just having that type of aura in my household kind of inspired me to go chase my own dream. Power to me means like before I created the album, I really did some self like analyzation, and I was just like, what am I making music for? And then I just seen like the power that I had really, like as a musician, as an artist, as a speaker, and I felt like I was treating my art as if it wasn't as serious as it should be, and I feel like power is just peace and love and positivity that you can put into the subconscious of your listeners. So I treated that as like me saying that I got all the power. Like I got really, you can't take that away from me. You can't take anything that I'm speaking peace and positivity. You can't take that type of power away from somebody, And I feel like the industry is fearful of that, and that's why they try to keep a lot of these artists that are really tapping into these people's subconscious. Positively, and getting them to really think about stuff and like really getting them to like act on it too. You know what I mean? So that's what I felt like. All the power was basically like just an embodiment of. The album artwork is crazy because I seen this dude online. His name is Poppy Codon. Shout out to him. He had some dope art, and I was like, I really wanted to go for a look that was just more like, I don't know, like sad, but the tape was gonna be the complete opposite, that. So the crown in the picture was to represent what I was chasing when I was younger, as an artist, as a person. I was chasing like just the fame and the greed, and you know what I mean. And I realized like that as I got older, that wasn't really, what I wanted anymore. So me holding that crown, which represents corruption, greed, gluttony, all that, and the fame, it shows me in the picture almost, saddened when I get that. You know what I'm saying? So it shows like just it's a visual to represent almost, a coming to life for me. That's not what I was chasing. The real power, the real crown is what I preach. Peace, love, positivity, all that. I try not to listen to anybody else's music. I try to get in my own like little realm and zone away from everything, and then I just start with a beat. I make my own beat, so I just come up. I listen to samples like all day. So whenever I come across a sample that I really love, I just take it, I sit and listen to it for a while, come up with a beat from it, and then come up with like some type of hook, and then that's when I write like my verse. So it starts with the hook, producing, I feel like just allowed me to really, I wouldn't create my own sound almost, you know. Like I don't knock rapping on other people's beats, but I do feel like, you know, it takes a lot for a person to really build a song from the ground up, you know what I mean? So that allowed me to just get into my own space away from a lot of artists, to just, you know, mold my own sound and take it in the direction I see it going in my head, you know what I mean? So that's a great question. Interesting fact. I mean, a lot of people don't know, and when they see me, they don't expect me to look like this, you know? Like, that was
look like what?
Yeah, I mean, like really, because my voice is kind of deep, you know what I mean?
You like Bob Marley, bro?
Yeah,
I ain't even know he was a regular.
Yeah, like, it really depends on what you're looking for. Like, I don't really see anything wrong with the scene right now too much, you know? People are being original. I mean, that's my thing. Like, I just want people to be original. When it becomes like copycat, you know, I see a lot of that in Atlanta. A lot of copycat artists. And really, I just been, you know, listening to Ray Morado, Sign El Hobo, GC, you know. Really, that's been who I've been rocking with, you know what I mean? ReignCloud is like our collective name. And, but as far as working with, this is guy from my same city, you know, he's local. His name is Robbie Quest. I've been really trying to work with him. I mess with Awful Records. I like what they're doing too, man. Really, people that just hit me up that just, hey man, let's work. And I mean, I'm cool with that, but like, I feel like it's real, like, it's not genuine sometimes. And I hate that. Like, I hate when people just try to ride a wave or see that somebody is, you know, is gaining more success or has a lot of potential, and they just try to hop on it like real quick. And I really like to develop relationships with people that I work with first. Like, I want to know where your heart is.
At home.
Yeah, I'm at home. Like, I don't really be in like the clubs and stuff like that. I'm probably I have like 2 projects on the way. One is called The Refinement. That's gonna be self-produced. Probably summertime or something when that's dropping. And I have another one, it's probably gonna be called Sense. It's with a good friend of mine that I met down there at Georgia Southern too. She goes by the name of Daydreamer, and she's gonna co-produce like that project with me. But I really just been focusing a lot on just networking, because I feel like I have a solid project behind me that's, you know, kind of being slept on. So I'm really just focusing on networking and visuals. And yeah, shout out my girl Jade. She's really making a lot of noise out here. She's like, we that's my girlfriend. We kind of like work as a team, you know. But she does her own music too, and yeah, she's doing her thing. My girl Simi, Courtney Michaela. Yeah, I mean, really just a lot of people that are close to me that I really see are gonna, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like what you're doing now is great. Like, finding local talent that you really, you know, somewhat believe in. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like just finding and really being genuine about the local talent and putting the ones that have, you know, you see originality in on this type of platform. You know, again, I do appreciate this. You know, I do appreciate this.
Yeah, we appreciate having you.
Y'all check out All the Power right now on SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com/LaXXP. I did self-produce it. Do not sleep. My homie Ray Morado is about to drop some heat that y'all are not gonna be ready for. Asana Hobo is, GC is. We all have heat coming on the way, so you will hear about us pretty soon.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope to hear more from you in the future.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Eat your vegetables, stay away from those police officers, hating niggas, hoes, show no love to no.